Wolverton. We'll let him explain to us who he is and what he does, and all that good stuff.
Hello,
Hello, this is Danny Wolverton.
this is him.
This is Oscar from Our Two Cents podcast.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, man? Is there
All
any
right.
is there any way we can do it on video through
Oh,
Instagram?
I think so.
Okay, can I get back to you through there on Instagram?
On Instagram, sure.
Yes. Okay. I'll head over that way because it would be better if I'm seeing you and you're seeing me. I feel.
What?
I feel it'll be a lot more. It'll be more comfortable if I'm able to see
Yeah,
you and
yeah.
you're able to see
If we
me.
could do this right now, it'll be better for the lighting if you want it to be video.
I'm only recording the audio, not the
Oh,
video.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'll give a call back. So let's try the video because I feel more comfortable talking. When I do this, I want to be able to see like who I'm talking to. I want to be able to see their faces and such. But let me see. All right, let's see. We're gonna go through here. Technical difficulties. Here we go. Let's try again. There we go. Okay, now. That was my fault. Contact. There we go. Call again. I keep calling and it's not going through. There we go. There we go.
Hello?
Hello, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
How's it going?
It's going great. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm good. My microphone on my phone, the speaker is really bad, so it's hard to hear.
Is there any way we can reschedule where because I'm having issues with my Instagram too. It kept shutting off for some reason right now.
Oh, really?
Y-
I mean, I I just try to help somebody park right now to come into this apartment. Um, I'm not at the Wi-Fi right now. I'm like standing at a gate. I could like go and try the Wi-Fi.
Well, if you're not able to hear me, then it's not gonna be good because we're not gonna be paying it close
I
attention.
might be able to like put these headphones on,
Okay,
right?
all right,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
if I put the phone up to my head, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, okay, let's start then. Danny Wolverton,
Okay.
correct? So
Yeah.
thank you for doing this. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about me too. My name is Oscar, and I've been doing the podcast for a year. It's not where I want it to be for the time that I've been doing it, and now I used to do it with my friend, and he still comes on and off. But mainly it's just us talking about things that we haven't no knowledge of, and like we look them up on we Google it and stuff like that as we come across on them on subjects that we have no knowledge of. But it's also we do a lot of we talk crap on each other basically. But I'm trying to get to know other people that are content creators, and I just want to see how what their process is, what they do, how they do it, and like just get to know people basically.
Okay.
Yes. And
Yeah.
how about you, Danny?
I mean, like, I don't know. It's tough. I mean, I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, and I'm disappointed as far as where it's at. Like, social media is like the internet's tough because everybody wants to have their own voice, and everybody wants to feel like, or a lot of people, everybody, not everybody's like this, but a lot of people like want to leave their mark on the world, and it's like social media is like the easiest thing for anybody to access, like starting a YouTube channel or TikTok or Instagram, and
Mhm.
like, and because of that, then it's like, oh, you have such a big cloud of people all wanting to be noticed. So it's like, for one, it's like hard to stand out, but also like you're kind of like you're at the whim of of like a big company that doesn't really care about you, so like you're at the whim of like their algorithms and like how how all that stuff works, like, and so it's just frustrating because you can put a lot of time and energy into like making something artistic and creative, and then like not really be rewarded by having enough people see it that to make it worthwhile the time you put in making it. But
Right.
that's like the risk that it's like I don't know. There's no other way, that, besides getting like a Hollywood producer to like want to you know help you or do a show with you or whatever. I don't know.
Right. I don't know
I
about the show
and this
business, but even I'm guessing even having like a Hollywood producer would be like you're at the mercy of their decisions now.
yeah. I mean, to a certain extent, but like you at least you're getting paid. If
True.
you're at that level.
That's
Hey,
true.
I
It's
just
kind of
started
like
doing
job
a pod.
security, kind of like sort of a deal, right?
What?
Like kind of like a secure job security.
Yeah, I mean, at least like if you're at that level, like you're making a bunch of money, and then it's kind of like with the producer, yeah, you're at their whim, but it's like also a collaboration where it's like when you're working with a producer, like oh, you could produce it all yourself. You could go like a lot of people when they get big enough, they're like, oh, they produce their own movie because they or show or whatever. They don't want to have to answer to somebody that's figuring out where the finances come from. But at the end, like of the day, money's the boss. You
Right.
know.
In yeah, in
Uh,
any situation.
um, but yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I've been on TikTok recently, and I've gotten a lot more traction and followers very rapidly with TikTok, and it's also one other thing to learn about is like if you get in on a new social media or like internet platform, whatever, early, like near the beginning,
Hmm.
um, you get rewarded by they make you much more visible to all the new people that are like just getting on. If you're like one of the early ones,
Right.
like you're the level of how good your content has to be to like actually get seen and like blow up on that platform is it's a lot less like the need for that content to be quality, like because they like reward you. You get rewarded by being one of the first entrants into
Right.
that platform. Because they need the influencers to like take that as their thing. In order to get the notoriety. To get more people on board.
Yeah, my understanding is that as it progresses, that they make that like like the new social media, like the newest thing right now is TikTok, right? But before TikTok was the Instagram. But in Instagram, I understood that it was about like it took 6 months or so to get to a million or something like that, or a million subscribers.
I don't know. I was late to the game on TikTok. I never even got a Snapchat. Or sorry, I was late to the game on Instagram. I was like fairly early at jumping on TikTok, and I think that helped me do pretty good.
Okay, so
Um,
but you didn't tell you didn't. I'm sorry, you didn't tell us what is it that you do.
oh, me?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I thought you knew what I did.
No, I know. I'm just saying for like the little bit of listeners that I have,
Oh
you
yeah,
can
yeah,
share a
gotcha,
little bit
gotcha.
of what you do.
Oh
I
yeah,
read
yeah.
about
Okay,
what you
gotcha.
did a little bit, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
want you
I
to
mean,
say it.
yeah. Is this live right now or?
No, no, it's not live.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. So if I'm talking like idiot, you can like cut that out. Okay.
No,
Um.
no, no worries,
So
no worries. I don't. I just clean it up wherever the lows and the highs and the tones and the voice, and I'll clean that up. But nothing's getting deleted out of it. The whole conversation's staying on there.
okay.
Yeah, that's how I kind of do it a little bit.
No, I was just doing my unemployment, so I was having like mark off like what type of like role or position am I titled as, and so I guess like I was saying like I like to call myself an entertainer because I fulfill like a lot of different I do a lot of different acts, and a lot of it's like magic. Like I could be called a magician, um, I, if random people on the street ask me, sometimes I like to say I'm a levitator, a professional levitation artist, because that sounds kind of cool and like nobody ever says that.
Yeah.
Um, and but yeah, entertainer, because I do performance art too. Like, I don't know, performance art is like a thing where it can kind of be anything, but it's like has to be like art as a form of like intellectual exploration, or it's not like it's like the difference. Art is like the difference between art and artisan. Like an artisan can like replicate like a show or something over and over again, and an artist actually creates something new.
Right.
So like I don't know, I levitated on America's Got Talent. A lot of people might remember that, where I held onto the stick and floated in the air. It was kind of a claim to fame of viral success that I launched my career and got me an agent, right? And I tour every summer except COVID happened. So
Yeah, that screwed a lot of people over last year, huh? It sucks, man, that we all had to go through that. I personally I do construction, and I mean it's like nowhere near from what you do, but I got lucky the whole year. We actually had more work, but from what I hear, like people that are in the industry that you're in, it's like it was bad for them because a lot of shows, a lot of things that they did now they can't do them because you can't have crowds around now.
yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah, so
Um,
the levitation. That's what I've been.
I mean,
That's how
you just
I.
have to make.
I'm sorry. Go on.
I mean, I was supposed to get married like in April last year, and we had to cancel the wedding. I lost the whole summer tour, or postpone the wedding till the COVID thing's over. And I just like went back to my hometown and I built a tiny home. I just like used all the spare time. Uh, wasn't doing much socially, so built this like little three, three or four times in 2020. Like I just figured out this formula to go viral, uh, and I like sold some content to some insurance company. Like I had some viral content, and then
That's how you've been
yeah,
getting
sold it
by.
for an ad. I don't know. It wasn't that bad.
Oh, so I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that it wasn't as bad as it was for other people. But like I said, me too. I was on that lucky side where I didn't stop working except when I got sick in December. Did you ever catch it yet, by any chance?
Yeah, actually, my fiance brought it back from Miami.
Oh, okay. How did
Yeah,
how did it go
she
for you
uh
guys?
she was visiting her family and what?
How did I'm sorry, you said she was visiting her family?
Yeah, yeah, she was visiting her family for Thanksgiving in Miami, and she got it down there, either the airport or they also went to Disney World. But like she brought it back. I was in Arizona, and yeah, I got it from her. Uh, and it was like a shitty flu. I don't know.
That what about any other symptoms that you have? Did you lose scent or taste?
No, I didn't lose that. I heard about that, and I was expecting that, but that didn't happen. It was like a stomach flu. Uh, you know, just like my stomach was really messed up for the first part of it, and then like I just felt like really weak in bed, and then I was like coughing at the end of it. The last portion of it was like a cough, and
Mm.
you get that dizzy feeling like when you're sick, like you don't have any energy and you feel dizzy when you walk around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, it feels kind of like you're high, but not a good high, just like you're
No,
fucked
like
up.
like kind of like high but lightheaded, and it's weird. You know what happened to me? I was at the store, and I was looking at something, like right before I knew for sure that I had it, because we had to go to the store to get to because we had to get food, and I was still going to work, like I said. So I was at the store and I was looking at something, and I looked up, and I was like, "Where the hell am I?" I kind of lost track where I was because I was feeling exactly the way you're explaining it right now. I don't know if you had that feeling that you like kind of got lost where you were at for a second.
Uh, no, like I was like really cautious of my body leading up to that. Like, because my fiance started to get sick, and I
Okay.
was like, oh shoot, like I was sharing the bed with her, you know, and we're still gonna. be a couple, and like, so I knew that I was gonna get sick probably with whatever she had. So I was like, what you're describing is like you're not expecting it, just comes on.
Yeah.
Where do you live at?
I'm in California, in Riverside area.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
in
Southern
Riverside.
California.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. We could have scheduled it for me to just like come by your spot. Even I'm in Hollywood right now.
Oh yeah, shit, you were around. You passed on the way right to back home. Yeah, but I mean next time we could probably schedule something better and where somewhere I have more room too. To
You know who I. The only time I went to Riverside, I went to hang out with this dude named Judge D, who is
no clue.
he what?
No clue who that is.
Oh, he was in the Cottonmouth Kings. Like
Oh, okay. I
he
know
was like
that.
a later he was like a member that came in later or something.
Oh, like the
Um,
last couple of years probably.
I don't know.
Okay.
What happened to me after I went on America's Got Talent? It was like all of these B-list celebrities, like started messaging me, uh, because I just like hit this like viral mark where I was like the latest hot thing,
Right.
and they all wanted to like do stuff with me because like it's like there was like a buzz about my name and like all these like people that weren't at the top but like they all were thinking that if they attached themselves to me for a second, it would give them a little more fame.
Yeah, because you were hot. You
It
were
was weird.
hot at the moment. That's what it was. I
Yeah, yeah. So like, that's why I went and met him.
look.
Another guy, Twisted Insane. There was like several people from. So I guess those are all like kind of juggalo scene, like the juggalo scene, like Twisted Insane, um, Cottonmouth Kings, like it's just like
Like the bros,
stoner rap music,
bros, right?
um,
Brohos. That what they call them?
not exactly the kind. The Juggalos are a little bit more white trash, though.
Oh,
Honestly,
okay,
like they're a little bit more like they're just socioeconomically they're a little more like poor white people.
dude. I don't mean no disrespect or
Because
anything, but
it's like
I honestly didn't even know you were in America's Got Talent. I just saw that you were doing the levitating, and I was like, I want to talk to this guy. I want to see what he does, what else he does. But I honestly didn't
oh
even know you
cool.
were in that. But damn, that's awesome. And you were one of the finalists, correct? You
So
said
so wait, you just saw you just saw me from my YouTube videos I was making
no from TikTok, actually.
from TikTok.
Yeah, from your
Oh,
levitating
cool.
videos, and then I went over and I seen you got into the Trump thing and all that, and you were getting into all that, and I was like, damn, this guy's crazy. Like you were trolling all those people there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't even know you were in there. But
Oh
that's
yeah.
awesome.
It's like those people are a lot of them are vulnerable people like I don't know, there's a YouTube video, probably the most amazing thing that I did with those Trump supporters, and I take it you're not one of them. There's
Now I don't. I'd like to say that I don't have a voice, but in a way I kind of do, because I'm in that situation
you
where I would have been affected if he would have taken all the stuff away that he was trying to take, like as far as my work permit
oh
and all that.
jeez.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm in that category. So I'm like, I don't know what to say, but here we are.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
Luckily, the air quotes good side won. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But so I sort of feel bad like messing with those people because in the end like vulnerable, less intelligent people like they were in a sense they were victimized by Trump. I mean they did it to themselves, but like they're easy targets to be misled and manipulated and like I like played with them. They were like easy targets. Like I got them to believe that I was like a Trump supporter and that I like became their mascot. And then like, I offended them and got them to turn on me. And then I showed up again as a different character. Like there's a YouTube video about it, like the full thing. It's like about Karen, getting a Karen to apologize. But in the end, the same woman was screaming in my face, like, get the fuck out of here. You know, like I got her to give me this really heartfelt apology. And it was like all it took was me affirming to them that I was still on their team in whatever form. I guess in that context, it took me telling them gays for Trump, and then they were like, I came back as like old man with a special effects mask, like
Right.
old man on the tall bike, and then I was like gays for Trump, and they're just like believe me because they want to believe gays for Trump, and like, and then when I took off my mask and I was like I was the same guy you were screaming at, she felt so bad, and like it was just such a heartfelt apology, like, and then it was like as if they just assumed, well, they wanted to believe that I was still for Trump the whole time, so they just probably assumed that I was like, oh, I was just like a gay guy, and like gay guys just do weird flamboyant performances that maybe they didn't get it.
Yeah. I mean,
And so,
with these people, it's all misinformation with them. It's just they don't have the right information. That's all it is. It's just and they'll believe any team the air quote leader tells them to believe, and that's what happened this time around.
uh-huh. But what? Oh shoot. What's? Oh, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay. What's your channel about? Like, do you have a subject
Wh- wh- may,
matter?
no, mainly I just wanted to get to know you, especially because you do your levitation, and I know you can't spill the secret, but I was like, is that really real, or there is a special effect behind it? But I know it's hard to do a special effect in front of people, but how does that work, dude? Like, how?
Um.
Like
I
I said,
mean,
I know
like,
you can't spill the secret, I know, but what
I
can
know
what
I
can
don't
you
want to
give
ever get
me?
you started doing it. I mean, like, I do it a different way than like this is like 1,000-year-old Indian tradition. I do it a different way than the fakirs in India do it, and there's like guys in Europe that are doing a similar version of this, but it's the way I do it is significantly different in that like I'm not affixing a static, like they have a full blown, like, well, I don't want to ruin their secrets either,
Yeah, I
so
get
like,
it.
but also like I do it in a fundamentally different way in that they're statically levitating, but then I'm able to like just levitate in different places and come up and come down and like do it off of like just like walk up to a tree and do it, or like the latest TikTok I just dropped was I was doing it on Hollywood Boulevard, and I had this other magician, Magical Katrina, was out there levitating in the traditional fakir levitation, and I just walk up to her and put my hand on her shoulder and do it right off her back.
I saw that.
Um, I mean, really, it's like a balance trick of just like
Okay, okay. How did
a
it?
balancing.
How did that get into your head when you were like, when I don't know how long ago did you start doing this? When was the first year? Like, how old were you?
I was 27.
And today you are.
That was a big year for me. 27. I am 36.
Okay, so roughly 9 years. So when you first decided to do it, how did this come about? To like, I want to do that.
I guess yeah, I was 27. Um, oh, that's an interesting story. It, so like I was never trying to be like a magical person. I was always a skeptic and all that. And I got suckered into I wanted to do music actually. I traveled all around Africa, sorry, well, Kenya and South Africa, recording traditional African music, and you know, just producing, mixing up electronic music, all this. My friend got me involved in burlesque variety shows. We were producing shows, and I had the inspiration to produce this sculpture festival in my hometown of Tucson, Arizona. Um, and then we had the inspiration as a way to promote the sculpture festival. We had a gig where they told us you guys can do anything you want, like just be ambient performers.
All right.
And I had the idea to be human statues. We started being human statues to promote this sculpture festival, and then uh, through like looking into what other human statues were doing, like on the internet, I saw like the human statues over in Europe doing their thing, and there was like a couple levitating guys. And I was like, oh, I could do that. Like, I could figure out how to do that. And then for the third annual sculpture festival, I was like the host greeter guy as a levitating, guy. As like a levitation guy.
Hmm.
And I was doing it the traditional way. And then it was like through, I sold I had a landscaping business at the time. I just decided to pursue my dreams of being a performer, actor, musician, you know, and sold my business, moved to LA, and I started street performing as the levitating statue guy to pay my bills, right?
Right.
And through being street performing, being on my own, I got really good at it, and I innovated because I was by myself. I had to figure out how to do it very fluidly, and I developed a new technique for doing it that just that allowed me to be the first person to perform that thing on stage, and I did it on America's Got Talent, and it looked really awesome and really viral. And then I kind of switched my career. After that, I was still trying to be a musician. Like this Levitation was going to be like the halftime show of my music act, right?
Right.
And then after that, I had all these agents and managers calling me, wanting to represent me. Not a lot, but like a few.
Right. Right. Right.
And
But there were still
my
some
friends were
some
telling
coming
me,
at you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like there was gigs coming at me, but like an agent, manager, wanting to represent you, it's not like happening as many as the gig offers. But like, so I was like, oh, my friend was like, hey, you should like ditch your music stuff. Like you have a career now in magic, which a lot of people like could only dream of that. Like you should kind of like divert your focus. Like your music isn't really going anywhere. And yeah, so I kind of like changed careers after, like when I went on AGT, I've only been in this one thing for a year, the levitation, and like I just started doing the matrix lean, which is another kind of like suspension levitation thing, and then I yeah, and then I started through like being trying to compete on AGT, I started building like a whole new Tesla coil levitation, like
Mm.
performing with a Tesla coil, right?
A
But yeah,
Tesla
I don't
coil,
know.
you said?
That's the story. What?
You said a Tesla coil?
Tesla coil,
What is
not to be confused with testicle.
No, no, no. No, no, I wasn't thinking Tesla. I was thinking Tesla coil, like the car Tesla. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, yeah. The car, it's an invention like Tesla invented that like he's trying to power lights
Oh,
remotely,
but we're
right?
talking about the real
Uh,
Tesla, not the modern Tesla, right?
Not the car named after the scientist.
Nicholas
No,
Tesla.
a Tesla coil is like this thing that shoots out electricity from it.
Oh,
And
okay.
the
I,
original
I
intention was for it to power light.
I know exactly what you're talking about now. Okay. Yeah, and to throw power over the air, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I perform with those. Yeah, I should drop some more YouTube videos of the Tesla coil thing.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I'll take a look at that definitely, for sure.
Uh, or not YouTube, sorry, TikTok. I should put some more of that. What I should do is I should get some of the videos from my TikTok, or sorry, on my YouTube onto my TikTok.
Yeah, just clip them out and put them on there in pieces. You could do that. That'll give you a lot more content too for TikTok, since that's where you're growing the most now, right? Hey, but I've seen is that your YouTube? It has a lot of subscribers too, right?
Oh yeah, there's like almost 300 videos or something like that,
Yeah, well, you've been
or
doing it
maybe
for almost 10
400. I
years,
don't
so
know.
that's great
I've
that
been
you've been doing
doing
this long.
YouTube for 5 years, and like I, I've been doing the YouTube for 5 years, and it's still there's like a moment when there was a significant amount of income, enough to like call it a job, and then the ad apocalypse happened, and yeah, it's never been the same
Also,
amount of income.
it
It's
changed.
not enough. It's kind of like enough to where I just want to like leave my channel alone and not really work towards any new video, making new content, because it's still like making me money. The channel, it's like a passive income off of my older videos.
Right, something better than nothing,
But
right?
like, I don't know. It's like what you know, it's not enough money.
Yeah.
Somebody looked me up and they told me this website was like that like it's like a find out how much YouTubers make
I've
website,
seen
and like they like found my channel name or whatever, and they were like, oh, this website says you make $4,000 a month,
it. Not even close.
and I was like, or something, I don't know, something way more, 5,000. I was like, bullshit, like it's a
It's not.
tenth of that, like.
Damn. Damn. So so if that website is saying that, is that like what you should be making then?
I don't know. The website was just estimating. They don't actually have.
They
I
don't
don't
have
know
the
what
real
data
data,
there.
right? Yeah, they don't have the
They
real
have a
data.
form. They have a formula for like. They probably can see the reason why they're getting it wrong is they can't see the financial how much I actually make like publicly, but they can see the views and the subscriber count
And that's what they
and
base
all
it off,
that
right?
public. And so they have a certain amount. So they probably have a formula to try to determine it, but it's off because they don't have the accurate.
Right, right, right.
It's like tough too, like for my type of videos. um they're they're kind of like a lot of the fans of my type of videos are like kind of like nutty people. they're like they're like the demographic, honestly. It's like it's like kind of conspiracy theorist people a lot of times, or like, I don't know. It's not like people that do like makeup tutorial videos, or like, how to build a home, how to
Yeah,
like DIY like home repairs type channels. Those types of channels make a ton off of ad revenue because already they're they have the public interest of everybody watching that is to buy a certain type of is to buy a product section. Do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
tools or whatever the case may
But like
be,
me,
right?
it's like I'm like a levitating magician. I'm like a levitating magician who goes and messes with people in public with like these magic things. Um, it's like, I don't know. It's hard to like nail down that demographic, and also like I get a lot of the kind of like the true believer type people who are just like they're just like wild and like what they believe. So I have, but it's crazy because it's like, look, I think that some conspiracy theories are true, like the Illuminati, like the original deep state before they try to divert
Mm-hmm.
what the conspiracy theory was, to be like, let's just blame it on the Democrats, right?
Right.
And the but like it's hard to please. The truth is, like, if you have a fan base, I realize this, if you have a fan base that's conspiracy theorists, it's hard to please them all because like maybe like your flat earthers don't believe, like some of them believe in climate change, or your people that are climate change deniers, they don't believe in flat earth. I would never ever, I couldn't support either of those conspiracy theories, so I already like have lost if I talk about either of those two issues, which is like
You lose a
both
crowd.
of those aren't, it's not, it shouldn't even be political. Do you know what I'm saying? but
Yeah.
but like but like the climate change thing has become political. Flat earth, it's like no political parties want to endorse that, but it's like,
I
I
think
don't
the
know.
climate change became political when Trump started talking about it. That's when it became political. Even
No,
though,
I mean, honestly, Republicans have always been financed by big, or like, I remember the Bushes were always like being like, no, climate change is not real.
well,
As
they're
well, like it was politicized because the Bushes is oil money,
yeah, yeah,
right?
that's what I was gonna say. Well, they're deep into that oil, so they got a lot of say so in there. And even if it's not real, they will say it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah. So hey, well, so
but
the next one I wanted to ask you about, since I saw you made a video about it, so you might have more intel than me. Um, the the Robin Hood thing that's happening, and it's it. Because I that's where I do, because I do a little bit of trading. I mean, I'm not doing as big as other people are, but that's the platform that I use. Now, with all that's going on, should I bail or should I stay and hold off with Robinhood?
well, I have a friend that trades hedge funds, and he like laid out me straight with the Robinhood. What the heck is this? I don't want this thing on here. Um, Robinhood is just kind of became the scapegoat because they're the ones that the name says like Robin. Like I was kind of wrong in that video. I should take it down. That like
Okay.
they weren't the only like basically all the brokerages had to do that because it was a regulatory issue. Because and it's kind of and he agreed that it's something messed up about the system. But what was happening was that um a lot of these orders get placed on margin trades, right? People trading on credit, and it was just a regulatory thing that happened all across the board. And the thing is that GameStop is way lower than its value is like way lower than what it's worth right now, right?
It's
It's
like,
like value is like between ten and $20 is like how much GameStop is actually worth. Like, things get inflated. So like people there was like a frenzy of buying that was like too much on for the credit system because if if too many people like buy this stock on margins and then like lose like way too much money, you can't. If everybody like it can mess up the system if like too many people buy this thing and then lose all their money and they bought it on credit. It could like crash the credit market that the brokerages are using to allow people to trade on margins, right?
so it was all because of like
It was it
the
was the
money.
regulatory agencies that stepped in and told and were like, Robinhood, you have to like cease trading. And I said to my friend who trade, he explains to me he trades. He runs a hedge fund, right?
Right.
Like he's really super rich
So
with like
he
a
knows.
nice
Yeah, he's up there.
a
He
nice
has the
pad that like
knowledge.
yeah that like oh like I'm like well why not suspend trading on margins? Like why do they suspend all total trades in that stock? Like and he was like, "Oh, like that's a good point. Like they should just uh halt because that's the problem of why they did it is because the stock's getting so overbought that people are borrowing money. Too many people are borrowing it to money, so the regulatory ages or agencies see it as like to stress the system.
Okay,
So
that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, because I kept hearing like everybody talking like, oh, Robin Hood's the bad guy. Robin Hood this, you're supposed to be helping,
well,
not screwing over.
I think the Robinhood it's only good. I think that if you're gonna trade under $5,000 at a time, or like under, I don't know where I would put the cutoff, but somewhere between $2,000 and $5,000.
Yeah, I'm
So
not
if
trading
those are
anywhere
your
near
like,
that.
if you if your increments are underneath there, then you're making like $500 trade here, want to make a $30 trade, like Robinhood's the way to go because most of the other brokerages charge you per trade like a flat fee of like $4 to $7 or something like that.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah. I've used E Trade.
so
They
it's
they
like,
do
oh,
charge you
that
like
one.
that much.
Yeah, and I have Robinhood and I also have TD Ameritrade. Like
Oh, okay. So
basically, like I anything that's like I have some like I have like long term stuff in the TD Ameritrade, and then because they charge a fee, and then the Robinhood, I kind of throw the money back and forth. But you're always gonna pay. You're also always gonna pay like 0.001% or 0.005% like more per trade, like in a higher price because what happens is Robinhood the thing that you don't realize that they do is that they sell the information of your trade to a hedge fund before you make the trade. So like they delay your trade getting made a little bit, just a little bit, and sell that information to a hedge fund that's able to make like 0.04% or something, something small.
yeah, but it becomes a
It's
bigger
pretty
number when
small
you
off
add
of each.
everything up, right?
Yeah, I mean it's good for them. It's just like a computer thing, but that's how Robinhood makes a lot of their money off of your trades.
Oh, okay.
You're paying like a tiny little bit more for that stock trading Robinhood, but still, if it's gonna be like oh, if you're trading like $100 worth, it's gonna be like 4 cents or something like that.
Right. Yes,
Or
it's
40 cents. I don't know. So it's like you know it. if you're gonna do $100 trade, it's like either that or you pay $7. So I'd rather do it the Robinhood way.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not trading anywhere near those numbers that you mentioned. So yeah, I should be all right then. So I'll just stick around because where I have not most, but I have some money too. Is it? Did you hear about the Doji coin too that they're doing?
Oh, when did you buy that?
I bought this
What's it
months
doing
ago.
now? I
I
wonder.
bought this last year, like about a year ago. I put $20.
Oh, and you just held on to it? Did you sell it?
No, I still got it. It's still there. It's still adding up. So I'm gonna hold on to it.
Oh,
And
you should have sold it at the peak. It got so high up
I
there.
know I saw it at 130, and I looked at it too, and I was like, I should sell. And my wife was like, No, hold off. And I'd listen to her, but
Hey,
it's still going up though. I've noticed it's like a like third. What is it? 3 cents, 3 cents, like
yeah,
and six of
yeah,
a
yeah,
cent,
but
something
no,
like
no,
that.
the Dogecoin is like is I would just like it's getting hyped because like basically it's getting hyped up simply because these redditors are like trying to like mess with the market. They're like trying to get back power from the Wall Street guys. And oh, okay, so
Yeah,
like
I'm here.
yeah, so it's like it's a fleeting thing. Like Dogecoin is not anything. Like I would switch that into Bitcoin.
Yeah, you know what? Last year, about a year
I,
ago, it was at like what a 20 or 18, something like that, and now it's like a
like
$35,000. It went up
like
crazy.
literally, it's only jumped up to be worth anything just simply because of this GameStop thing. It's
Well,
not. It's like it's all speculation. That's the thing. That's the thing. And the honest truth about cryptocurrency is like it's not supposed to be an investment. It's supposed to be a currency, and it's just like getting treated as an investment because it's this brand new thing that's shot up so much in value and people. But like it's really just a testament to like, oh, if you can like make something have value in people's minds, then you can create a market for it where there's buyers and sellers of it, and you're able to like make money off of something going up in value because like all of a sudden everybody wants it and demand is going up while supply is the same.
it,
So it's just like I don't know. It always do you know what I'm saying? Like the reason why people play the stock market is because those are like legitimate like companies that actually create like they have a series of inputs and outputs, of like they produce a product or they create something of value from something else that like,
yeah, supply
they
and
put into their
demand.
system. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, but like the crypto is just it's just like money. Money's not supposed to like really go up in value if anything deflates, but like
right.
it's it's just a currency. It's not like a company that makes a profit every year and pays a dividend. Do you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Last year I made some money in dividends, and I was so excited when I made it. The first time I made money, it was like $3, but I was so excited when I made those $3. I was like, "Damn, it is
uh,
real." But yeah, I so
but hey, do you have any other questions? Because I somebody like this guest came in. I have to like go
no,
and
no,
see about them. But what's
that's it,
do you have
man. No
anything?
worries. I won't take much of your time, and I really, really appreciate you taking your time and hanging out with me for a little bit, man. I really, really appreciate it, man. Can you please send me all your links and all your information so I can put it in the bio in the information for the episode too, please? So that way I have you and
Okay,
I'll share your information too.
what? Okay, I'll do that.
Yes. Hey, like I said, thank you very much for your time, man, and I love that you gave me some of your time. I appreciate it. Have a good
Okay,
afternoon,
thanks,
man.
man.
And till the next
All right,
one.
all right,
All
bye.
right, bye. OMG, how much fun was that? Woo! We learned something new today. I was about to pull out of Robinhood, but I guess I'm gonna hold off in there. And my Doji coin, let's just hope we go to the moon. And once again, thank you very much. This is our 2 cents. We got to talk to Danny. Danny, thank you very much for the time I told you, and I'll tell you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And on to the next one. Deuces.